So, my people, this story coming from Zamfara State is something that has really shaken a lot of people. Reports reaching us say that a group of bandits have kidnapped an Islamic scholar, a very respected man, known as Mallam Sadis Isa, who happens to be the chairman of the Council of Scholars in Gumi local government area. He was taken alongside other passengers who were traveling along a busy highway in Zamfara. Now, this has brought a lot of tension, not just because of the abduction itself, but because of the growing disagreement between Hausa and Fulani communities over who is to blame and what is really happening behind the scenes. Please, before I continue, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new gist or updates. It really helps the channel grow, and that way, you'll always be among the first to know when new stories drop. Now, the kidnapping of an Islamic scholar like this is not just any ordinary case. You know, when you talk about Islamic leaders in the north, these are people who hold a lot of respect. They preach peace, they settle disputes, they advise both community leaders and even local government authorities. So, when such a person becomes a victim, it touches the heart of the people deeply. It makes everyone feel like, if someone like this can be taken, then who is really safe? And that's the fear many people are expressing now. What makes it even more worrying is that this is not the first time things like this are happening in Zamfara. Just recently, there were reports of worshippers being attacked inside a mosque early in the morning during prayers. Some people were kidnapped, and sadly, a few were killed. In another attack along the highway, bandits stopped travelers, killed some, and took others away into the forest. These are not small matters. They show how deep this insecurity has gone in parts of the north, especially Zamfara, Sokoto, Katsina, and Niger axis. But this particular case is causing a new kind of tension. After the abduction, people started arguing, especially on social media and in community discussions with Hausa and Fulani groups, disagreeing about who is to blame. Some Hausa people are saying that some Fulani groups are harboring the bandits or not doing enough to expose them. Meanwhile, some Fulani voices are saying that they too are victims of these same bandits and that it's unfair for anyone to generalize or accuse an entire tribe. You see, this is where the real issue lies. When insecurity starts causing division among people who should be standing together, it becomes even harder to find peace. And honestly, when you look at what's happening, you can see both sides of the pain. Many Fulani families have lost loved ones and cattle. Many Hausa families have been displaced and live in fear. Everybody is crying out. But the problem is, when anger rises, people start to talk emotionally, and that's where misunderstanding grows. And this misunderstanding is what those causing the problem actually want. They want division, because when communities fight among themselves, it becomes easier for criminals to operate freely. Please, if you're watching this right now, just take a moment, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't done so. I always say, when you subscribe, it encourages us to keep bringing you verified stories in a calm and respectful way. Now, back to the story. The abduction of Mallam Sadis Isa is not just a random act of crime. Some people are seeing it as a symbolic message that the bandits are no longer afraid of anyone. In the past, they mostly targeted traders or travelers who they believed could pay ransom. But now, going after respected scholars means they are testing how far they can go. It's like they are trying to break people's spirit to make everyone live in fear, and that's dangerous. The government, both at the state and federal levels, have been trying in different ways to handle this issue. We've seen efforts by security agencies, the military, the police, and vigilante groups. But the problem is, the bandits seem to have mastered the terrain. They know the forests, the routes, and they operate with information that makes it hard to catch them. Sometimes, when the military clears one area, they simply move deeper into another. So, it becomes a cat and mouse game. What makes it even harder is that there are now many different bandit groups, not just one. Some operate for ransom, some for revenge, Some even claim they are fighting injustice or neglect. But in the end, innocent people are the ones who suffer. And now, this new wave of tension between Hausa and Fulani people is just adding salt to the wound. In some community meetings, I'm hearing that elders are now calling for calm, reminding people that no ethnic group should lose